Today's adventure begins very early, well, at park opening for Hollywood Studios. As you can see, it's very crowded. I guess I am early enough for early entry still. They're letting us go this way and the rabble go that way. Yep. Good morning.
Thank you. And then your finger down right here.
And I get green. Thank you. I guess we are early enough. Well, it's 8:49. Oh yeah, no, yeah, they don't open until 9. For some reason I thought I was later. Anyway, here we are. So, I'm thinking Rise of the Resistance. I mean, that line will not vary much throughout the day, and I'd like to see it again. So, Rise of the Resistance it is. Imagine a very long wait. I usually don't. Look at this. This is adorable. That's great. Well, they do a great job here. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Just have to kind of calm myself down and just accept that I am going to be in some long lines. Yeah, it says it's 80 minutes already. You know, that's the way it goes. If I don't do it, what am I going to do for the next hour and a half? Okay, on second thought, when the line is all the way out here, I'm going to wait. It's at 2 hours right now. The sign that I just looked at was incorrect. I'll wait. And I changed my mind again. Decided I might try Slinky. But that's back here, and it says it's 70 minutes. So yeah. So no, you know, park opening is not really a good time to go on these rides. Okay, I am absolutely prepared to wait in some lines today, but it's kind of ridiculous. So that's what everybody's heading for first. I think I'm gonna back off. I'm gonna go do the single rider line on Rock and Roller Coaster. I like that one. Another fun ride on a great roller coaster. I'm gonna take off. I'm gonna wait for everything to die down a little bit, both inside the park and outside the park. Guest relations line is crazy long. And as I was walking by, I heard a woman talking about Genie Plus, and you know, I ordered this yesterday and I can't get anything today, and whoa, yay. I've never seen the guest relations lines that long. Well, this should be interesting. Coming back this early. It's 9:40. And yeah, obviously nobody's heading back now, so this might be a bit of a wait. You know, after a couple trips at Pop Century and the Skyliner, this bus situation is making non-Skyliner resorts less interesting to me. I just want to go back early. If I was at Pop, I'd just hop on the Skyliner and I could head back whenever I want. So maybe next time, rather than French Quarter, I will stay at Caribbean Beach as a moderate, or maybe I'll just go right back to Pop. Well, it was about a little more than 10 minutes and a Riverside bus showed up. So I still haven't taken a French Quarter bus back from any park. I got off at Alligator Bayou and decided I would just kind of stroll through Riverside. Since I am in no way adverse to long ways around, I'm gonna walk back over to Riverside and catch the boat to Disney Springs. I have noticed that the line for the boat at French Quarter can be really long. So I did this once before. I came down to Riverside, got on the boat, and then took it there. And the last time I did it, it was I'm glad I did. And then just this morning when I took the boat from Riverside to French Quarter, there was a big line of folks waiting at French Quarter. So rather than being in the back of that line, I go up here, get on first. So my journey started at just a little before 12. As I walked up, a boat was pulling away. A little bit later, another one showed up, but they had to dock it for some reason. So it's now 12:22, and here we go on my first leg, or the second leg if you call the walk over my first leg. I guess I can call it whatever I want. And you can certainly see why I chose to get on at Riverside. Now, this is my number 2 choice for a dream vacation. I would love to stay in one of these. So it's 12:54. Just enough time for lunch. So this is the very first place I ever ate at Disney World. I grabbed fish and chips in here, and then I went over to the hole in the wall and grabbed the beer, and I sat at a table right here that doesn't seem to exist anymore. It was 2008, and it's my first Disney World trip. I landed at the hotel. It was All-Star Movies at probably 5 o'clock or thereabouts, and I hopped on a bus and came over here. I think it was still called Downtown Disney at the time. So yeah, it's a little nostalgic. Maybe my September trip. That was a September trip. I'll eat here again. But now, I'm looking for lobster mac and cheese. And they're closed. Well, you know what that means? That means that I will go over and get fish and chips. Well, here it is. And I got a pear cider instead of a beer. Very refreshing. Well, they do good fish and chips. So much better than Epcot does. Epcot used to do it, but not anymore. That was a good piece of fish and great chips. Woohoo, they do that exactly right. Okay, so now the second or third leg of my journey is going to be, I'm going to walk over to Sarasota Springs, see if I can get a bus to Hollywood Studios. I'm at Epcot. This was the first bus that came, first bus that I took. So I think I'll walk through Epcot and I'll get on the Skyliner. Okay, this is more now than a tradition. This is an essential. Every time I come in this way, I have to go on this ride. Back on my favorite mode of transportation here. Well, not really. I like the boats. Well, Rise of the Resistance is still listed at just a little over 2 hours, so I don't think I'm going to do it. So look at this. This is coming up on... This is the Port Orleans Resorts. These people have been here for a long time, and there's a lot of them. They just aren't sending any buses, are they? Well, that was a debacle. People have been waiting there for a long time. I ended up waiting there for 20 minutes. And people had been waiting there longer. So a bus comes up and they start loading up. And then there's a question on where it's gonna go. It was crazy. So they did pull up another bus, and people just went running for it. Everybody piled on. I held back a little bit, and then because they had already loaded up a couple of scooters, so I knew that was going where it was supposed to go. So they loaded everybody up. That first bus was just crazy packed, and I just waited. And because I did, I had a seat. There weren't very many people on the bus, and it did drop off right here at French Quarter. So the first time I've been dropped off at French Quarter. Froggies. Okay, we got pot roast and of course my special cup. $13.84. Well, it's really good. It's really salty. I think they tend to oversalt their food here. It's very good. Very tender, very flavorful. It's excellent. I do miss, however, what was my favorite meal here, and one of my favorite meals in Disney World. They had great fried chicken, and then you could get greens and red beans and rice. You know? It's supposed to be the French Quarter. And they don't serve that anymore. But this is good. So I'm gonna head back to the room for a little bit, and then it's only 7 something. Let me check. You know, I need to be accurate in this thing. 7:50. And then maybe about 9 o'clock or so, I'm gonna head out to the gazebo, which is right behind me. You can't really see it, but it's right down there, for a cigar and a beer. I love it. Sorry, we're out of time.